What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam. Thanks for hanging out with me again today. So today we have another gift from RCL. As you can tell, it's in the box. I have no idea what it is. I knew it was coming, and you know the suspense is really drawn out on this one because it was supposed to be here like Monday, maybe Tuesday at the latest, and then today is Friday afternoon, and it finally showed up. So I know he's been terribly worried about it. He's expected the box to come in crushed flat and, you know, whatever's inside in about a dozen different pieces. But from the looks of it, everything arrived just as it should. So I am going to crack this open. I'm pretty sure we're going to have a dual opening here, as I believe this is probably wrapped. Okay, so now we have it out. We have, well, I thought we had most of the styrofoam snow out of here. So apologies if I got styrofoam bits on me. We have two Addam from the RCL. A mix of toy and hobby grade, this company heavily advertised in comics. I thought you and the viewers may want to step back to 1986 and open this together like a kid at Christmas. A storm is brewing. Huh. Do you guys have any idea? I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Let's crack it open and see what we got. Oh, I just thought of what it may be. What? I was wrong. Hold on. A Monogram four-wheel drive tornado. Again, I have never heard of this. This is awesome. All right, let me get this paper out of the way. All right, so this is obviously Monogram's knockoff of the Hot Shot. So try to get the glare off of it. But you can see the wheels and tires are, you know, almost dead ringers for imitation Hot Shot. The body and, you know, cage and everything is close. But the shocks up front are a little bit different, but the shocks in the rear both are lay down, and you know it just has that cool Hot Shot vibe to it. Now, amazingly, this is still sealed in the plastic, and I really don't want to open it, but we're gonna open it. All right, give me a minute because this has got a styrofoam bottom in it. So I know it's going to be noisy, so I'm going to get it unwrapped and try not to tear up any of the packaging. So give me 1 second. Huh. So you actually get a decal sheet for it. So not something you normally see with kind of these prepackaged, pre-built kind of cars is, you know, you get to pick and choose what decals you want on there. Now, Lord knows if these will actually stick to it or not, but they're in great condition. And what is this? Read this first. Okay, we'll get back to that. Looks like we have a parts listing, so it does look like you could order replacement parts for these. So yeah, it's radio cover, bumper, roll cage, you know, circuit board, receiver board, gearbox, shock absorber sets, motor, wheel adapters, drive shafts. So yeah, you could pretty much order almost everything in here, body set. But the only thing I don't see is, oddly enough, is, you know, the chassis, but I'm assuming that must have been pretty stout. What do we have here? Oh, they had a Tornado, a Thunder, and a Lightning. So the Tornado looks like it's a four-wheel drive. The Thunder looked like a two-wheel drive, and so did the Lightning. Don't worry, I'll put pictures up at the end. And then we actually have a chunky owner's manual. So it's kind of a hybrid between... This kind of almost reminds me of what the new cars like Rollarlo and all those are putting out. It's a general overall guide of how to use the car and what the car is and how to work it, and then some exploded diagrams and stuff in here. So not a like build manual or anything for sure, but enough to get you going. So let's get the styrofoam out of here. All right, that should be everything that's holding the buggy in. And there you go. That is awesome. Even got the little driver guy in there and everything. Now, the body is actually a hard plastic, so it's not like a Lexan body, so it is a hard plastic. Huh. Very cool. Let me get the rest of the stuff out of the box and we'll take a closer look. All right, guys. So I've had a moment to kind of look it over a little bit and take in some stuff. It's a really neat little car. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on. You have your dual cantilever shocks up front, which are extremely soft. This thing's going to bottom out a lot. There are no supplied spring spacers in here, so I'm just going to have to be fairly gentle with it and leave it on the grass. So Brad, this was not going on the track. It's just going to get shredded up on that front end running it out on the track, but it will get run around on the grass. Don't worry, I will get it out. So it has a kind of inboard forward facing motor. So that's very unique. The rear suspension has got one of the steepest drive angles I've ever seen. It's like a 60-degree angle that, obviously when you set it down, it goes much flatter, but fully unloaded, that's like a 60-degree angle those dog bones are sitting at. And they're right at the edge of the cups, but they don't look like they're going to pop out. But again, the rear suspension is very soft as well, so, it probably is going to hop and bobble around, but, it works really well. You basically have the rods coming up from the rear suspension up to the cantilever arms to compress the shocks. The A-arms are very similar to, those of like the Falcon or any of those that have kind of the flat bottom but kind of open webbing in between. And then it has somewhat similar front end. I'm trying not to run over the antenna here, to the Hot Shot, where it is ball cup at the top and at the bottom. Yeah. So it's on a pivot ball suspension, top and bottom, and it has like a circlip piece holding it on. So I'm assuming there's a pocket, and then the circlip is clipping the top of the pocket closed to keep the ball intact. There's plastic steering arms, plastic stops, there's a lot of plastic in here. But metal ball studs, metal suspension balls, metal pins. It's built very similar to a Tamiya. Battery doors underneath. So basically you have like a half moon little key here to flip over, and then your battery door pops out. You plug your standard 7.2 pack in. I'm going to get more familiar with this car. I kind of started going through stuff in this video, but I'm going to have to sit down and, examine this guy. There is a lot of interesting, strange, cool, awesome things going on with it. There's these little red fish things. I'm just going to have to sit down and go through it. So there will be a follow-up video to this very soon where I will kind of walk through the car a little bit more. I'll get the decals on it and all that stuff, and we'll bring it back and we'll talk about this guy a little bit more. For right now, I just want to get this out, because it's freaking awesome. And I know RCL was very concerned about, the delay in the shipping and all of that. So I just want to get that out there to let him know that, this arrived in absolutely perfect condition. I am tickled pink with it. I'm going to have to go inside and figure out what this is. I see it. I see what it is, but, my curiosity is piqued that I'm going to have to go in and try to dig up some information online about this, because that's just a really cool little car. Elf, I'm very, very thankful for this. This is super awesome. This is going to probably be one of 2 or 3 videos. So we're going to have this video. I'm going to probably come back and, like I said, once we get it cleaned up, I got to get all these little styrofoam bits off of it, get the decals on it, and then actually wrap my head around it so I can present you guys with kind of the full overview of the car. Like I said, I was starting to do that in this video, but there's just too much going on. I'm going to be out here for the next couple hours, just going over this guy with a fine-tooth comb and examining it. But dude, this is awesome. I greatly appreciate it. And everybody out there, chime in. Did you guys ever know of Monogram doing RC cars? I didn't know they did them. Did anybody ever have a tornado or a lightning, or what was the other one? Lightning, thunder, and a tornado. So yes, the threesome of a perfect storm, I guess. All right, guys. Everybody out there, be happy, be healthy, be safe. And I'm gonna sit here and stare at this guy for a couple hours. So see you.